Hi everyone, it is Black Spring. It is your Tuesday evening, late Tuesday evening, if you are on the CST or the EST, and you're probably closer to approaching the Wednesday. You're closer to approaching the Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well out there. I just had a couple of thoughts, and I've said this before. It feels like deja vu. I said that once upon a time, I said that something would be aligned with seasons and cycles. Their life cycles, their weather cycles, their time cycles. We have cycles. And these cycles are also, they're synonymous with, you could go with a shading, and okay, it's a season. We are seasons and cycles and shades of time that repeat certain patterns, and the patterns are recognizable. These patterns allow people to enable people to plan, to stage, to manipulate, to do many to get there. It gives them the time to deliver. So I that's what I'm on about. We're starting to see a certain CV-19 has reemerged. And I've said this before, just in time for another season. It's just in time for another campaign trail. It's just in time. I'm just thinking, I'm just saying, we're talking seasons and cycles, right? This is dealing with it every general election, every midterm. I don't know, what season and cycle do you recognize? Or do you recognize it as a season or a cycle? But it's definitely happening. I do have a couple of reports. Shout out to Derek C. Williams. A couple of reports that mask mandates, and many things are about to go back in effect. And of course, the numbers are already, they're talking about numbers again. And if I'm not mistaken, I saw a liner where the current leader of this current regime, has suggested that people go out and get a rooster. Get a rooster. I mean, I'm just saying, certain things are just seasoning and cycling. Not to mention these disasters that are popping up worldwide. I just want to say, just to the people of Maui. I used to work in Maui, one of my favorite places to work. And a lot of people talked about living there, living and working there. If one was one thing, but living there, you get that little thing called island fever. You're on the island unless you fly off of it. That's it, and that's all. So there's really no only one place to go when these quote disasters strike. But the people there love the land. They're loyal to it. They're quite humble. It's a lot of it. It's kind of, some people could probably consider the islands of Hawaii to be expensive, which I would imagine that, I'm not sure what percentage of tourism makes up their economy, but certainly something to think about. What I'm saying is, I said all that to say, I threw that in, is that we're dealing with a season and cycle right now. Shout out to AZ. Hi, AZ. He says, voting season, do a lockdown, and a mail. Yeah, you see what I mean? And California, I wasn't even given a choice. The last one, I said, listen, I don't want to do this. they said basically, though, well, you don't have a choice. They got rid of the mail in, like many, and that affected a lot of people. That affected a lot of people when they said that they got rid of the mail in, because many people, whether they're military or whatever type of work that you did, whether you're a contractor, independent contractor, what, no matter what you did for work, it wasn't convenient for you. If it was convenient for you to do, for you to, for them to just have a, um for you to be able to, what is this mail in crap, or the other option, I can't even think of what I want to say right this second, but they did not want, you couldn't do whatever, you couldn't do the, what is it, the ballot, the, there's a, you couldn't do the, there's another type of ballot, you couldn't, it's like they made it obsolete. So they said basically you don't even have that option. All you can do is do the mail in ballot, is what I was told. Okay, if you want, the only other thing you could do was that absentee ballot. Essentially, I was told by SD that they had eliminated the mail, the absentee ballot, which a lot of people were using that. A lot of people were using it for various reasons, but they were, I think they were legitimate reasons. They were legal reasons. They weren't using it to defraud the system. But they say, oh, you don't even have that, so you've got to do it. I talked to the county registrar. She told me that. So I think that's coming for the majority of the country. I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. I don't think this country cannot stand another one of these. Not even, I'm telling you, my next stream is going to be on robo nurses. Shout out to Derek C. Williams or anybody that's in this, quote, healthcare division, healthcare industry. They're not going to be able to survive that. Do you think I think this economy is going to survive another one of these things? Because it never recovered from the last one. In all honesty, it never recovered from the last one. So I'm just saying, let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. If you're on this, listening to this in a replay, let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. I'd love to know. Are they talking numbers? Are they talking schools? Are they talking offices? Are they talking tracing and all of this stuff? Is that what they're doing? I'm telling you, this is the storm, right? The storm consists of whatever they want to put in it. Okay? AZ says there will be other agendas intertwined with it. Yes. AZ, you're on the dime. Sorry to subject you to any melodic melodic offerings there. But yeah, you're right. There will be other agendas intertwined with this. But I'm saying humanity is not going to be, not just humanity, but as people like throughout this word system, the system is already in overload. It's already crashing around us. And it's like, what is the stronghold? The stronghold is the economy. I've compared America to ancient Rome, and I do think that that's our stronghold. The last stronghold is the American economy. If they can crash it, if they can overhaul it out of chaos, then it's a done data. That's the stronghold. I don't want to say like a conquering, but that's the last stronghold is the economy. They've been killing the economy for months. You got an administration that will not even admit of a recession. Not by definition, not by pressure, not by, no. He is absolutely a complete gaslighter. And not to mention that press secretary, I don't know what, I don't know how people think this is going to work. Do they think what's happening here is sustainable? Do they think another one of these rock'em sock'em, shut it down, mom and pop'ems is going to work? Do they think that's going to work? Do you think they can come back from that? Do you think they can come back from that? I don't. I really don't think they can come back from it because I mean, it's just, I just think they just kind of probably ripped the band-aid off of some things that weren't quite stable to begin with, or or they just ripped the veil off of something that was not built on foundations, on strong foundations, so they're ready to fold. But you just watch these regulations come back in. How long, how intense it's going to be, I think that's going to depend on the people. I think that they did their test run, and we were told by Biden himself there was going to be another one. So every so many seasons there's going to be another one. Yes, he's absolutely right. Every so many seasons there's going to be every gen election, every midterm, you're going to be faced with it. And one way to keep it in there is if they never really lift these if they never really lift it up. What do they do this time? However many licks to stop the spread? Is that what we're doing again? Did we ever even bend the curve or what? I'm just saying, are we going back to that? Are they going back to the exact same narrative right now? Are we doing repetition creates unity. I get it. But in this case, are those same narratives gonna work? Same tactics gonna work? AZ's coming in hot with the US economy is huge. I don't think we're going to see it collapse overnight. AZ says as people have to find ways to make ends meet, you're probably going to see an uptick in yard sales. Yeah, well, and estate sales too, sir. Don't mean to sound morbid, but estate sales, yard sales. I think you get more bang for your buck at the estate sales, though. You do. But people just look around you. Things are changing. Look around you. And I mean, and to me, this whole place will be transformed. Their goal is for a full transformation. Just look at Corona Chuck and his doomsday clock in the UK, and I guess the whole kingdom, the kingdom of the UK. You've got Corona Chuck running a doomsday clock. So you're damn right. It's definitely doom. It's a gloomsday clock, but how much doom, I don't know. I don't know. So what if you have your gas on the uptick? You got the CV, you got the CV-19 back in the mix. Oh, and Gates is rolling out the MOSIP, so it's like some type of modular open source identity deal he's rolling out. So they're getting close. To me, they're piloting a lot of things. Everything is going to be Twixt. That's kind of a clever brand. I'm thinking about the cookie brand, the Twix, because it's actually, it's a Twix. It's between a cookie and a candy bar. You ever really think about it, you might think of it as just, just people think of it as just two individual cookies, I'm sorry, guys. I had to have a language enrichment moment there. let's throw the candy bar Twix let's throw the Twix into the mix. How about it? But that's a real word. It's a real expression, Twix. So you're gonna have a lot of things twixt in there. But yeah, but just like I said, I don't know, the runs on toilet paper. Who knows? Who knows? If you guys start seeing toilet paper, we need a toilet paper watch. Toilet cam, paper cam is what we need. Just wash the toilet paper in your area. Wash the toilet paper. Let's start the toilet paper roll. No, the toilet paper watch, the TPW. Toilet paper watch. What was another hot commodity in that last round? Well, they're going to throw back in the social distancing. They're going to throw that back in too. AC says, but at some point, as money tightens up, no one will even be able to buy from yard sales. Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. And then, of course, they put out that coin shortage. Watch for your local coin shortage notices to go up as well. AZ says, still stocked up from 2020. Well, I've fallen a little bit along the wayside, but I need to get it together. Oh my gosh, it's like it's rough out here being in the world and try not to be of it, because so much of it is, so much of it tries to creep into your everyday struggles. It really gets in there. So yeah, just we got the TP watch and the CV-19 regulations watch. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. If you're listening to this in a replay, I encourage you to well, that's a blessing. AZ, you says I'm about 95%. That's an entire blessing. That's a whole blessing that you are. I'm still, many of us are still making a living. We're still working under the old system, and this a new emerging system that's coming out. But I think things are getting phased out, guys. Things are getting phased out, my friends, as AI slowly takes over. It's going to replace education systems. It's going to replace, the healthcare system. They rolled out, the Sophia from Hanson Electronics and whatnot out of China. They were supposed to roll out those robots allegedly for PT, because of course the robot is much more sterile than you filthy human beings. So they wanted, you didn't have to wear gloves. The robots don't have to wear gloves because, they're automatically sterile and da 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 da. But who knows? Next thing you know, they'll show the robots. They'll be spraying sanitizer because they just had to touch us filthy human beings. Gosh, guys, you guys realize what's going on? Everything's getting phased out. And people are still sending their kids to college in droves. I mean, every day. It's like, I do believe that the AI is actually reading minds. I do believe of its brain waves. I don't know what they work off of. And the BIOS or the BIOS that's being attached to some of these devices, they've got to be able to read. They're already reading our minds to a certain extent. Do they have to be? They're already reading our minds. They're reading our desires. They're reading our lowest points. They're reading the lowest vibrations. They're reading the highest vibrations. They already have taken over. I would be surprised soon if you're not holding a freaking iPhone and the iPhone doesn't freaking diagnose you with the freaking CV-19 itself. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not holding on to a device that's eventually going to tell you one day, oh, you need to go in and get a CV-19 test. With all the technology and the AI, are they already taking temperatures, temperature checks, and get that out of my face? Just don't put that on my forehead. I'm saying, is it already happening? Have we given up so much of our information already that they already know us by our heartbeats individually? Do they already know? Do they? Just look at it. Look at the car. Look at the things that you talk about and just see how they're popping up. Things that you thought about. It's getting to be so wicked. Things that you already are interested in, they show up on your phone. Do you really think that's by some stroke of luck or stroke of, how? How could it be? We all have a very unique DNA, and I would imagine that even our brain waves are unique. So they know when you're operating, whether you're using Siri or any of these things. Some people, they've totally bought into all these smart homes and happy homes. And like I said, it was all anything that's labeled like the genres or whatnot, futurism books or sci-fi and all that stuff. They were already predicting everything that was going to happen. They knew it. They already knew it. They already had the technologies. They already had the capabilities, and they've revealed it to us through cartoons, movies, video games. That's another place that you can look to find out what's not only what's possible, but what's already in the making, what's already been made. It's just, to me, it's just a matter of them cutting the tape, them unleashing it. It's already been launched. Other than prototype, maybe we are we're doing the prototype work for them. I think that's what they are. They're up to prototype right now. But at any time they could pull the trigger, because it's the groundwork and the framework has been laid so long ago. So AC says, I'm waiting to see if they use the PCR. Whew. Well, I don't know. That was my question, AZ. Are they going to use the exact same tactics, the exact same tools, exact same narrative? I mean, because that narrative has so many holes in it. It's like Swiss cheese. But you got some, they're going to be ruled by fear. And some of us already have issues with some of us, unfortunately, already have issues, health issues, pre-existing conditions that we have enough to be concerned about there, but we're concerned about that predominantly. But this thing, I don't know where it's going to go. How many people are going to buy into it? I don't know. But I definitely think that I do think we're dealing with like more of a spiritual realm. Like we're dealing with more unnatural, more supernatural at times. Because you sure as heck can't look at this stuff with a natural eye. You can't look at it with a regular eye and say, hey, this makes sense. But it makes sense in many other ways. So hello, Void, or VOI to the D. AZ says, I'm waiting to... Okay, so I was just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I appreciate you guys for coming in and humoring me. But it's back. It's back. It's back. And who knows what they're going to do with it this time. Who knows? Are they going to be more forceful with their tactics? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I just wanted to run into that just for a little bit. But yeah, that's a preview for the next stream. I'm going to be talking about AI. And there's at least 10 different, the healthcare system already has about 10 somethings that have already rolled out. They're already rolled out. So hang in there and then keep your eye off the doomsday clock if you're in the UK. Don't watch the doomsday clock. Don't watch it. Let's see. But yeah, also be on the lookout for the MOSIP from Gates. Mr. Gates has his modular open source identity something program. And of course, his friends out of India, the ones who supported him on the Gavi and the MasterCard venture some years ago, Okay, of course they're in lockstep. I've got that video for you as well, that clip. Void says, time to turn up the microwaves. Oh, yeah, there you go. Flip on the switch. I don't know. I'm beginning to wonder if the people that have succumbed to that, are they going to act even more bizarre? Are they going to be even more dangerous with this new cycle? All right, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, AZ, for coming in, and Void, VOID. But the next stream will be in studio. All right, you guys have a great start to your Wednesday. And let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know what's happening in your neck of the woods. Toilet paper watch, mask watch, you name it. Let me know what you're seeing. And let me know what the enforcement's looking like. Are they doubling down? Are they intensifying? Or, yeah. All right, guys. See you later. Ah, Void says the push to get the 5G wasn't for naught. Gotcha. You guys, please send me anything at blackspringwithautumn@gmail.com if you have anything to share. Specifically, go for it. Oh, AZ says I've reached a point where I only go into town twice a month now, depending on how things play out. I may not go into town at all. Oh, wow. Gotcha. That's absolutely amazing. Amazing freedom, amazing liberty. Liberating. All right. Keep inspiring us out there, AZ. Keep inspiring us. All right, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll see you on the next in-studio stream. And we'll be talking about AI and maybe something else. Maybe we'll talk about Gates' MOSIP. Bye for now.